Hey y'all, let's make some sourdough starter flour tortillas. They are soft, fluffy, and so delicious. So let's get started. We're going to start off with 2.5 cups of plain flour. This is a plain unbleached bread flour. You can use any all-purpose flour as long as it doesn't have, the added things in it like the baking soda and all. We're going to add to this 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix that. Since I'm in my hand with my stand mixer, I'm going to mix it with the bread hook. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of sourdough starter. I had a couple of jars of sourdough starter, so I had to get that out of the refrigerator. But I have 1 cup to my flour and salt. Then I'm going to start stirring. And after that, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of butter. I think the butter made it so, I don't know, maybe it made it lighter and fluffier. I don't know, but it was so good. Then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of warm water. And you're just going to stir that until all the flour has stuck together and is not sticky anymore. And it doesn't take very long, maybe a couple of minutes, but you can see how fluffy this is. It's not sticky. So it was ready to roll out into a disc, and then I cut it into 16 equal pieces. Now you could make smaller serving sizes and cut it into smaller pieces. But I was making a pretty good sized tacos, so I just made 16 pieces, rolled them into balls, and then we're going to let that stand for 20 minutes. Just going to let it rest for 20 minutes after you have your balls all rolled out. And then I covered it with a towel on my floured surface and just let it sit on the counter for 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes was up, I made sure that my roller was floured and my surface was floured, and I rolled them out as thinly as possible. And you can see that I needed more flour on my roller. They wanted to stick. So just kept rolling until I got all 16 pieces rolled out. Now actually, after I got 2 or 3, I went ahead and started them on the griddle. And I just sprayed my griddle with cooking spray. That dough was so fluffy. I just can't get over how soft and fluffy it was. So, like I said, I'm just spraying my griddle on my stove with the cooking spray and adding my flour tortillas. And you're going to cook them about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. The first side might take a little bit longer until they start getting the little brown spots. Then you're going to flip them over, and you can see the air pockets forming. Oh my goodness. I was just so surprised how well these turned out. And I am so pleased that I tried this recipe. I hope you give it a try. It really is simple, and I never dreamed how simple it was. And if you don't use sourdough starter, I'm sure there are other recipes that you could use. But of those of you who make sourdough, you have plenty of sourdough starter. So here's my sourdough flour tortillas. And thanks for watching. Please come back and like, subscribe, comment, and I appreciate you.